Okay, I've got a problem. It says that the last bag has been delivered, and I have no guitar here. Good morning from a hotel room in Mannheim, Germany. It's the day after the 3-day Guitar Summit event, and I acquired a guitar during the show. Cream Guitars kindly gifted me one of the guitars I've wanted one for so long, and it looks amazing. But I have to take it home now, so this is going to be me documenting me flying this guitar home, which is a little bit daunting because it's the first time I've put a guitar in the storage hold of a plane, but we're going to do our very best to make sure that everything goes as smoothly as possible. I'm going to show you how I'm packing it. Firstly, oh my gosh, look at it. It is beautiful. There's going to be a full, like, in-depth restring and everything about this guitar very soon, but we do have to get it home first. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put it in its case. Now, the case itself is actually a very good one. We don't have to do a lot of prep work at all. Normally, sometimes in hard cases, they're not fitted to the guitar, which means they move. Now, this one, as you can see, I'm putting a lot of force into that. That is not moving. It's a fitted hard case, and as long as I push it down fully, yeah, it ain't going anywhere. Now, we are going to do a couple of extra things, though, just to secure everything and make sure it all goes well. The first thing we're going to assume is that it might take a knock on the top. So what we're going to do is I'm going to just put business cards underneath the strings on the fretboard, just so, because steel strings hitting into something, we don't want that. So I'm just going to basically build a fretboard protector out of business cards. So that's done now, and it's not perfect by any means, but it's gonna just serve to keep those strings off the frets if it took a knock on the front. Equally, it also serves because it's got all my contact information on there. It's just, this guitar is mine. It belongs to me in case anything happens. So my contact information is in the case. Oh, look at it, it's so beautiful. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. See, normally what I would do is, in the case of a case not being fully padded, I'd pack it with t-shirts and clothing. What I'm going to do here, just to make sure we get a firm fit, because we know that the baggage handlers, they're not going to be the most gentle with this case, so we're going to make sure that it doesn't move at all, because that's where you're going to get any damage if it comes from anywhere. It's going to be from movement. The first thing I was going to check here was the headstock, and actually this is perfect. It's not touching any of the sides, the back or the front. It is freely suspended. This is a good case design. I like this. So now what I'm going to do though is I'm just going to put a t-shirt just over the guitar to make sure that it's 100% safe when I close the case, just so that it doesn't move up or down. Okay. The other thing I've done is I've included a tag here that's got my information on it. It's what you do with a regular case that goes in the storage hold. The next thing I'm going to do though, see, this is, as I've already mentioned, a nice case. It's got the pink ends, it's a cream case, and I don't want it to get too messed up. I know it's going to serve its function, it's going to protect the guitar, but I want it to be as safe as possible. So I've just come back from German Lidl and I have bought what I hope is cling film, plastic wrap or surround wrap, depends on what you call it, or friction, I don't know. Let's hope that it is actually that. Hey, it is. Okay, so I bought a couple of wraps of this because I want to give this case as much protection as possible. And the thing about it is, you can go to the airport and you can pay to get this done to cases and luggage, extraordinarily priced, but it's just cling film. So I'm going to do that now. Another benefit I've just realised with this is it also helps to keep the case closed. So that's good. Oh, and I've just realised another benefit. Once this is done, it should be pretty water resistant, which is good because I've got an early checkout and I think it's going to rain. Almost through the first wrap. And what this is doing is it's not going to serve as any real damage protection from massive hits, but I sincerely hope this doesn't get massive hits. More so scratches, you know, just light dents and tears that might happen on a luggage tray. That's what this is for. Alright, second roll. I think we're doing quite well so far. It's looking good. It's got about 75 meters of cling film on it so far. Again, it's just to stop rips and tears, but let's see how it turns out with everything on it. Okay, that is the second roll onto the case. And I have to say, it's looking quite good. I mean, you can't even tell that the ends are pink of the case. So that's as much protection as I think I can possibly give this this case. Let's get to the airport. See, I've travelled with guitars before on planes, but all those other times I booked a seat beside me for the guitar. This time it's different. This time it is going into the the storage of the plane. Can you tell I'm tired? So it's all prepped and ready to go. Well, as I was predicting, it did rain, but I have the umbrella. We're almost at the train station just there. Guitar's plastic wrapped. We're okay. Second train got cancelled, and there hasn't another one for a while, so I'm now waiting in the semi-rain. There's a little bit of shelter, but for an Uber somewhere in Mainz? I don't know. Somewhere in Germany. Guitar is still here. Alright, in the airport, and this is where it starts to get a little bit more nerve-wracking because I'm about to drop this off at baggage.
I'm not just aircraft, I'm the best.
Okay, so I'm €50 lighter and also a guitar lighter, but that's gone off now to baggage. I hope they treat it gently. Also, we just hit 100,000 subscribers, so thank you. That's pretty cool. Okay, baggage claim. I'm deaf in my right ear from air pressure. That was a good flight. But this is where it all comes down. Okay, I've got a problem. It says that the last bag has been delivered and I have no guitar here. After a brief moment of panic, it's at a different belt. It's at the oversized point. And there it is. It looks like it's survived. Looks like the plastic wrap did its job. We won't know until we open it, but I think we're okay. Well, it's actually perfectly fine. It arrived safely. Not even a scratch on the case either. Probably due to the sheer amount of cling film I put on. But hey, don't knock it because it worked, right? I'll get it. Hang on. Just look at how cool that looks. Anyway, there will be a full video on this in the coming weeks. I'm going to gig with it and let you know how I get on. So make sure to subscribe to that if you haven't already. 100,000 subscribers. Thank you for sticking with me. That's quite a few more than 36 subs. But yes, the guitar came home safely, and there were a moment or two of worry and panic, especially when it wasn't on the conveyor belt that I thought it was going to be on. But we got through it. There was some dents, some marks, scratches on the business cards. Don't know if it's focusing there, but you can see maybe here and here. There's some scratches. So I think I made a good call putting that on the board. But overall, with a little bit of stress, we did fly with this, and it is perfectly okay, and it's a really pretty guitar, and it's probably the only Cream in Ireland right now. So that's kind of cool. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Like the video if you liked it. And hey, it turns out that if you follow the general precautions of making sure that the guitar doesn't move around in the case, and maybe a couple of business cards or maybe some paper over the frets underneath the strings when you travel with it, everything turns out just okay. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.